So this case relates to an individual called Samata Allah, based in Cardiff, 34-year-old male who's unemployed. He had set up an online library for a one-stop shop, in essence, for terrorists around the world. And we know that terrorists in other countries were accessing his website. And particularly on the website, he'd set up a library in relation to propaganda material, how to avoid how to use encryption, and how to avoid detection by the authorities. He also had direction and advice in relation to missile systems, and we know from other cases that people were using him as a one-stop shop for terrorist material. He was acting alone, so I would class him as a lone actor. He operated by himself. He lived by himself in his bedroom in Cardiff. When we arrested him, we found over 150 different devices. We found 50 different email accounts that he was using, 30 different Twitter handles, and 9 different telephone lines, all of which were supported by encryption. He was trying to hide his true identity, but through his persona and those overseas investigations, we quickly identified who he was. And on his arrest, we found approximately 8 terabytes worth of data, which provided the evidence in this case, which ultimately related in the library that I've referred to. At his home address, we found 150 different devices, so that's mobile telephones and laptops. But crucially, we also found 30 different sets of cufflinks. Those were acting as USB sticks, which had a certain layer of encryption on them. And what we think he was doing was downloading terrorist material onto those cufflinks, which he would then distribute and sell to other terrorists in other parts of the world.